Hello and welcome. Right, how well did we do? Well, we didn't do badly. We've started about 14,000. We sold an awful lot of kit, but we've also bought some stuff. We bought my own Maxima, the BI Industries Maxima. Oh, actually, no, this really is the standard Coon one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. No, this is not mine. No, this is the standard 6. It's still a beautiful bit of kit. It really is. So again, we got that. It's a real song. I thought it was mine. Now we got excited. Also bought the trailer for the changing system that Giants did, which I quite like. So we've got the trailer. We've not got any backs for it, but I thought it was too good a you often get that system come up. So we've bought those two items, which really spent all of the cash that we just earned from set buying and selling. Not all of it, but most of it. So we're right back down where we were. We planted canola in field 8. That's ready for this next session. So is the grass, but we are not cutting this because it will then mean that we start next year with it's like growth stage 0, and then it means you're not cutting until about June, July anyway. So I'd sooner get 3 cuts out of it next year than like get 2 cuts out of this, and then next year we can't. We're only going to get 2 cuts because it's going to be long into the year. So we'll do it that way. Yeah, we did the liming on this field, and we did the rolling, every single thing that you needed doing. We've done this for diesel, biodiesel, because it's actually much better than the seeds. Seeds are quite poor on hard economy. Yeah, they're really quite terrible. So it's something I used to often fall back to, but it's so poor that diesel is much, much better. So, but we do need to make mineral feed to make diesel, so it's like I'll show you what I'm on about. I don't mind us making the mineral feed because the mineral feed is a component. I don't mind us like buying the ingredients if we're not selling it, which as a component to make something else, which is what we need to do for the biodiesel. We need like canola, but we need digestate, which we've got. We need a little bit of mineral feed, so for but all of the recipes. So we've got where you're going for the canola one, we'll do that, and you're losing a little bit of loss, which I think is realistic. No product is perfect where you don't lose anything. That would be like too unbelievable. So yeah, I'm trying to be realistic, but just not like Giants, which I think is like too severe. Really, always in almost every single recipe, you're almost breaking even, or I mean, don't get me wrong, some things are worse than others and some are quite nasty, but usually the more rare your product is and the more hard it is to make, the better the price is normally. Right, so yeah, I'm not going to belabor anything. We didn't do any selling. We did a lot of ducking and diving, a lot of buying and selling, which is why we're up to 17,325. Very pleased with us having 3 fields this early on. That was quite a real coup, really, to be honest, to actually sort of do this, and getting straight stuck into a second business line, really, which is quite amazing. Though this is like us getting the sugar. Oh, the size of the field, is this one bigger than the original? It's about the same, isn't it? Field 10, really. So I should say we'll get roughly the same as we did off field 9, approximately, and we've still got a little bit, so we can have a bit of a we nearly did it. Actually, it's true. So to the very month, we only had 7 tons left, which proves that this is getting down the 110 odd. Now that amount of sugar is respectable. If we get a high, we had a few highs, but we didn't have much sugar to sell. When we looked at this, it was still green, which it is again this time. It is actually. This time, though, we're going to sell it properly. We'll get the sugar out, and we will take it to our BI industry self-marketing. And also, we've got a bits. And obviously, remember, this is what I'm saying. That's telling you the truth, but it doesn't bring in the 50% bonus. So we'll get 18,000 for that, and that will earn more than that as well. So it's I thought I'd switch the sound. I think I got it in silent mode. Now it's making a noise. Apologies for that. Well, at least it gave Cavalier Roy a laugh anyway. Right, anyway. Yeah, enough of this frivolity. Yes, I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, once more back on the farm. Well, it's loosely a very I've never been. We really are very low on cash as well. Oh, I keep me into the graphic settings. As soon as I come in, I see the DLSS. Yeah, like doing weird graphical glitchy things. Like, ooh, second, I've got a new. It's a little bit annoying. I've got a new band set, a new radiator. And you have to switch it on every single time. Oh, reducing them. Whereas my old one, you switched it. Yeah, just trying to keep it nice and cool, because obviously this does put it through its paces. But yeah, this one you got to like switch it on every single time, and I'm not in the habit yet because I didn't have to do it with my old one. I just like switched on, plugged on, and that was it. It was all good. So yeah, right. So then where were we? Yeah, I've just checked everything. Everything's on that should be on. We've done everything. There's nothing left to do. We've even fertilised the field. We've got this one ready for later on. We haven't got a stone picker, so we can't. Yeah, it's tough about the stones. Are they little? Because if they can, when we actually seed, we will crush them with our roller. If we're gonna, yeah, we could actually roll. Let's have a look. Have we got, what stones are we? The yellow, yeah, the little ones. Yeah, we could crush them. That's not a problem. Oh, it needs lime. We could do liquid lime again. We could. Let's do it. Let's get that done. Let's get all of the jobs that need done. We were going to use the little one for that. It can actually manage that quite well. I was quite pleased. And it is actually already hooked up. So let's grab that, a bit of liquid lime. Oh, which we need delivering. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Oh, we're going to have to, yeah, I don't want it to ruin the session. We're going to have to ask the shop to deliver. And we did sort of like last time, we were also very low on cash. But it's true, we do want to be getting this done now. No, it's that one. So liquid lime. Yeah, it's a shame. Obviously, the Omatana doesn't. I don't know that you can, because it's a funny one. It's obviously added specially, as in like almost every time you load your game. So I'm not sure the game knows about it until the game loads. I'm not sure if it's a registered thing. It might be. Then in which case you can add it to sale points. That's one of my next projects, a little sale point of my own, because I want the delivery speed to be a bit faster. Right, so we want, no, it is normal. Up here, and it is the one that's here, consumables. Right, so we want liquid lime, and I think 2 of them. I think we had a bit left, but I don't know. This is I think we'll go 3. Fantastic, and then we shall get rid of that. Yeah, if I'd have thought about this, I didn't realise it's one of those things I didn't realise that I needed until we looked, and then I could see that we do. I'll do it myself though, because the workers faff around when they get to the corners, and they just waste whatever they've got in the tanker. It's so I'd just sooner like do it at a steady pace myself, because at least then if there's anyone to blame, it's me. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Right, yeah, so I'm going to go into a brief time lapse, and it is going to be a brief one, because, yeah, we're going to literally go through right the way to harvest again of the grass, which will be it'll be the last cut. It will, that's definitely true. Right, let's get cracking. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, and that is that done. Yeah, and with a little bit of spare, it's the same as last time. It's sort of just about. I was all getting a bit worried. It did slow the little one down a little, but it wasn't that much different with the with this one either. So it's amazing how the bumpiness of the field really seriously reduces, which probably is true, which is something obviously we've never had before. So it takes some getting used to. You sort of need, I mean, not only that, but they've also nerfed the tractor horsepower already, and it's like a big tractor, 400 horsepower tractor struggles with a 50 tonner now, straight away. So yeah, if you try it with a little tractor, your tractors are, you've got to have the right size tractor for the right size trailer. It just doesn't work otherwise. So unless a mod has very kindly switched the weight limit off on the trailer, then you're all right. But there aren't many trailers like that. I don't think there are any yet. It may be one of those things that Giants doesn't let buy as well, but I don't know. They seem to let buy a lot of things. Change my modelling slightly. I've not looked at this yet. Let's have a quick look. I put the black back in. I've not got the visit back in yet. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Right, we could visit the field. It's not too far to run. And let's just have a look at the black and the red. It doesn't look quite as effective as on one of my older models, because the modelling's finer. The graphics are like finer on it. Ooh. Yeah, that is a collision on that, Mr. Smith. Ooh, there isn't a collision on that. We need to switch a collision on. There's a tip collision, a weird one. I'm going to switch that off and switch the collision on the actual graphics, which is my usual trick. Yeah, I do like the wood effect. That's a lot nicer. And that's the red and black that I was talking about. I do like that. It's a bit of white in. I need to sort of address the white that's left in and replace it with black. Yeah, there's a collision that shouldn't be there, though. Is it? Yeah, this has not got neither. So, is it this? Some weird collision on it. Definitely, which is a bit of a strange one. Right, anyway. Yes. Yeah, that's always good on this one. That was one I created myself without the AI. That was a Mr. Smith special. The sugar mill. I did that all myself. Yeah, I did quite a lot with the Gemini AI to create the backgrounds. It was really quite amazing. It's very good results. I was quite pleased, if I'm honest. There are some things that AI is useful for, but yeah, not to rule the world. And we've already seen where that's going to lead, and I could quite believe that that would probably be true, as much as all the naysayers go, oh no, it won't happen like that. I'm not so sure. I think the overlords would soon think, I don't know that you humans are that important. We could actually rule much better without you. And then, I'm quite sure that they would. Let's be honest, if you make them as intelligent as we're talking about, and Google and Microsoft wish to, and you put them in control of manufacturing plants, well, I'm not sure that they'd manufacture what you ask them to do for too long. If you give them free will sort of thing, as a free reign. And that's what they're sort of talking about, really. Quantum, all sorts of weird and wonderful things are being promised. And I'm like, well, if you're giving AI the rule, that kind of power, I'm not sure you're going to get the results that you want. If you keep pumping in free will and things like that, I'm not sure the AI is going to really take much notice of the human overlords that are no longer overlords. Yeah, really. But hey, what do I know? With the fact that we've had films about it, warning about how things could be, which I think is probably quite feasible. Did I reset I think I did. But we'll just do it anyway. Right, let's go through till August morning. We've done everything we can. Now then, I do believe is it September, or we need to set going? Yeah, we need to be doing... What are we doing for our self-sufficiency? I'm thinking, I would say seeds are not too terrible. I always liked seeds a lot. They were fairly reasonable, but I've not worked on hard economy. I've not done them on hard economy yet. So, how are seeds? 824, not terribly good. Not at all. So, how about diesel? I bet diesel's got to be better than that. So, I think it might be... Yeah, I would say diesel should be better than that. That's not difficult to do. Yeah, double. So that and it's a steady. Diesel's not a bad one at all. So our biodiesel, that would be effective. It would. So that's not a bad one. I'm steering clear of solid fertilizer. At least for now. You can see that the diesel, so we really then need to do, well, we've got a big thing with the 12 meter can do canola. So it's the two oil-based things. Now, sunflower's not the bestest of things anyway. Its yield's a bit poor, really, in the grand scheme of things. So canola is a little bit special. So I think we will get the canola in the field, which is very next month. So let's go through till tomorrow. Everything's churning. Needs to churn. We do need to go to 9 o'clock, and we should easily get past that little bump that shouldn't exist because we're like zipping by after the fact. Yeah, we've done plenty of work, and we've easily gone through that hour. Right, let's check the sales. I'm trying to get into the habit. I did always have the habit, I usually have the habit of going through the sales. Oh, my life. So we will even sell that. We even need a leg up to actually, yeah, let's do the big one first. 325. Let's grab some finance. If the bank will support us that high, we'll ask them. 325. That would make us, it would rescue us from the pit of almost the brink of destruction on what we've got at the minute. Let's have a look and see if it's fibbing or whether... Yeah, it's short. Yeah, because we're only selling it. If anybody wants the big stuff, then that's an iron block as well. So that's interesting. What is that about? Yeah, Cavalier Roy left a comment. It is true. Talking about Star Wars. Yeah, typical. Now that's on silent now. We shouldn't get any like noises from it, but it's true. I just got a new phone, and I don't always do it anymore. I used to always like mod it, so I would put like special ringtones on for my wife and my daughter. I usually do that, but I also like notification sounds. So I did that as well. And of course, forgot to switch it off. So this is a 9 meter shallow cultivator. Let's get that done. I don't know that I started your engine. No, I didn't. Yeah, we've got plenty of things, haven't we? Hose, all manner of very good stuff. I know we could have brought the big... I'm not sure that anybody we've got actually can manage the big... I think the Fendt could probably just about squawk by with the horsepower to actually do that. I am intrigued to see what happens with the harvester, because I think, I know they've nerfed horsepower for tractors already, so it wouldn't. And there's a little tiny mini update again as I came in the game. So sell, yes, and yeah, we will even. It's still worth it. It is at the minute. And then we shall clear the decks, pay the debt off, and see how much we really have. Because it's not a lot. Being as we lent 325,000, it's really not a lot at all. Oh, wouldn't move. Yes, my next session on Calmsden. Ooh. Oh, please don't tell me we've got a game crash already after this update. Oh, my life. Oh, you can tab, but... Okay. Oh, brilliant. Vehicle settings, invalid. Okay, now that is actually that mod. Oh, brilliant. Okay, right, well... It looks like, and I don't think there's been an auto-save, so that means all of that work we've done has all gone bang. That is really annoying. So I shall, yeah, good job we've got auto-save on. It normally would protect against this, so if I see that again... Invalid argument to min... Yeah, and it was as soon as we went in there. It doesn't actually... I can't go high enough up there to see what it says. Then pharmaceutical course play script specialization. Ah, okay, so actually that's a courseplay error. Yeah, it is. Courseplay has crashed the game. Well, that's not very good. Right, I'm going to be right back. Well, that's a bit odd. It must have done an autosave just before we did it, because we've got the field line, which that was what I was cursing inwardly. I've removed courseplay. Yeah, that's just, I've never known courseplay to crash the game. I suppose it's one useful thing to have developer mode on. I mean, again, it could be that Giants have done a lot of updates. It could be that it's... But obviously, I'm quite happy with the normal workers. I mean, courseplay is better because they do get snarled up and they, like, crash into things, and we have got things at the side of our fields that really are not very helpful to workers. So yeah, I would have preferred to use courseplay, but if it's going to crash the game, absolutely not. So what we saw tomorrow morning, well, we should see actually, yeah, that I'm interested in. Let's go through till we've done everything else, so 9 o'clock, and see, does it record the next day's? I don't think it does. I think this is a total random generation. And what we saw last time, well, we should see, because I'm not, FS25, I'm not sure I've ever done this test yet. Ah, it is totally random. We definitely can see that. Totally random. Right, so we can afford to do those two. Well, one at a time, that is. Oh, no, I think these are funny. I think I actually did one of the Volvos before, and it can't be strapped. I had to sort of like manually push it or something. Oh, well, we'll do it again, but just to see if, like, that is true. Let's go down the shop. I have also added, I've added a few things onto my farmer's kiosk. In Blender, I'm working on it. The one we've got is the one, obviously, that I've already brought in before. Now we're on the shop. That's where we're trying to go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure I've did this before, and it doesn't like being strapped. And obviously, we've not got a Volvo, so it won't let us... I'll try. I'm sure this was unstrappable. Nope. No, totally wrong. Oh well, I'm glad. Obviously, I was totally wrong. I'd rather be wrong and actually give it another shot. If I'd have been so convinced that I was right, I would never have come in and actually done it. That's why sometimes The other thing is, things change as well. Something that FS22 sort of... It's $1,000, really. That's not bad. Not bad at all. We don't want any additional... I like this. It's a nice little wrapper, but we have the ability to make, like, silage ourselves from grass and that. So we don't really need, like, the ability to wrap. Yeah, I do intend to use productions to their full, which is the entire thing of... No, we could actually... We don't really need to do that. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to sort of, like... use productions as we're supposed to, little factories, but obviously little factories more than big. Yeah, I'm going to stick to smaller factories because it suits really start from scratch, or it suits working from a farm. And also, I'm not being nasty, but the Giants factories I try to stick clear of anyway because they are terrible. So that's my opinion, of course, which I'm entitled to. But I like that a lot. Yeah, I do. That's a good price, but obviously we're not really equipped to... So we will sell it for now, but I would like to revisit. I'd actually like to make one of those. Yeah, the BI Industries make a similar model, maybe slightly larger. I am very intrigued because they can make them that larger. You can make it a little bit... I'm not talking about double or anything, so just a little bit, like 7.5 meters, 7.7 meters, something like that. Right, so then, let's lend a bit of cash. We shouldn't have that 300 and something thousand. We should be back to what we were before. We are, yes. So it's 55 odd thousand. Let's go one above, because it's invariably going to be a little bit more. Yeah, I've used this once. Was it on this was it on this? It was once here. We used it here. Yeah, we did. I remember. I'm catching up on this. I've got a very strange memory. It's sort of like... it's sort of slow. As I've got older, it is anyway. It's you like think, have I done that? And then you get the your memory banks kick in, and you think, oh yeah, I did. And where did I do it? Oh, it was actually this very farm. Yeah, it's a bit strange. It is a beautiful bit of kit. Definitely one that needs delivering to your field by the local shop, though. Yeah, it would have to be specially loaded, I would say. And that one too. Why not? Well, I've got to be honest. We've made more money buying and selling than we had of doing anything else, and that sort of proves how terribly good this is. I had that actually, and then I doubted my speed, and I usually do it quite fast, getting a dab hand at aiming, but in real life you'd have to slow down at the last second. You'd really seriously damage your 3 points at the back. Mr. Zippy's got to get used to that and try and be a bit more realistic. Right. Fantastic, and we need to lend. Right, it's 122, so we need to borrow a bit more. Oh, no, you're going past. What are you doing? And yeah, the Evian is almost like another starter harvester, I think, looking at it. 8,000 litre hold, nothing special on the speed, not too terribly sort of slow, but it's still only 8,000 litre hold, the same as the Massey. Yeah, it looks bigger, although I don't know, the actual storage area doesn't look that much bigger really, but yeah, I think I prefer the Massey, although the Evian looks quite nice, but looks really totally immaterial, although it is nice to have something that you actually like, of course. It's not right, so let's repay. See what we've really got left after all of that wheelie dealing. So 41,000, when you consider what we've got, that's not a bad place to be. So it's August. I believe we should be planting some canola, which if a sensible person would have set that going before. We will grab, actually the Velvet will do. Yeah. You will do very nicely. Let's grab the, I think I'm sure I put seeds in it already. Sure I did. Grass is growing. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's only first growth stage. I think that was our last cut. I knew it'd be bad because obviously we planted further back. Yeah, I thought I did. So we want canola. We do need a bit more though. Although, okay, let's do a test. Yeah, that is true. I think this will be actually alright. We're going to do it ourselves. Because although I have got just the workers on, I think I can do this quicker than the workers. They're a bit faffy on the corners, especially. They're not too bad on the ups and the downs, but God and Bennett, are they slow on the... Let's get cracking. Right, I'm going to say my words. It shouldn't take us too long, but yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. doesn't need fertilising. I should have looked. I think I sort of did know, but forgotten. As in, like, didn't register. That's a better way to put it. Because you are, it's not a really remembering. It's you sort of going through your normal standard jobs that you would do that you know you need to do, but you've not really checked the state of the field, like, to begin with. So yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's not really. There's a few nice sort of sheds in, but again, we're limited on our funds. Yeah, although we've done well, I've got to be honest. Hard economy to have 3 fields and we only started with 1 isn't a bad place to be. We've got, oh, that's nearly done as well. It should be its last little run. So I say it doesn't take long really. So we're growing that for that. We should have some digestate in this now. Should have. We have 39 tons of digestate, 78 tons of silage. So that's not a bad thing at all. So brilliant. So this mineral feed is going to be straw and wheat, isn't it? So we're doing the canola. Yeah, I suppose that is true. We're doing the biodiesel. We do need mineral feed though to actually get that. So that means we need straw and wheat. I suppose if we're doing it as an ingredient, creating an ingredient, I don't mind. If we're going to do it as a business, I do mind. But if we're not going to do it as a business, we're doing it actually to do something else. The factory's got the ability to make it. It isn't a bad thing to actually do if we're not selling it. We're doing it for an ingredient because it's still going to cost us to do it. So I don't think that's a bad thing, really. Let's just grab that before it. I think we'll do this last little bit ourselves because what's a bit missing there? It's a bit missing there now. See, it's not, when you go zigzag, it's not that easy to actually do when there's bits that are a little bit bigger than the actual implement. And I would imagine there's not a field that's ever been done that's been perfect. Well, I won't say that. I would imagine actually some farmers, yeah, my boss is very OCD, really OCD, and I would imagine if he did a job like that, it'd be done to perfection because he couldn't cope with it like not being like that. Whereas me, I like to do a good job, but if there was a tiny weeny little strip, it wouldn't worry me if it was left. I'm being honest. Yeah, that's I've got obviously that's where I get the messy gene from, because it's not a matter of settling for. I was just thinking, is it settling for good enough? It's not really, because I do like to, especially in farming, I've actually sort of developed quite an alright virtual farmer attitude to things that I might not have in real life if I didn't, like, I wasn't aiming for, let's lift it as we do it. I'm aiming to sort of deliver good content and to try to be as close to a proper farmer as possible, not to plough around corners, to do everything that we've got the capability to do. Like, yeah, the beautiful thing about this is weeding. Has that been done? I think it has. No, we saw it on the map. Yeah, but it's all done. Definitely all done. We've got the entire team in this one little square. Well, I mean, our equipment, we certainly haven't got in this tiny little square. There's got way too much equipment, which is a very nice place to be. Yeah, never expected. I mean, to have a whole set of grass equipment as well as a harvester and like 2 headers and, like the only thing we've not got is a normal fertilizer, which obviously I'm going to keep emptying everything out, which goes against my grain. I hate that kind of wastage, but that type of implement is very much like that, so there's not really much you can do. Yeah, this was a little more better than the Valmet, which when you consider they are very similar in horsepower, really, and even the size of the noses and everything are very similar in looks. They're almost like brothers. They are actually. I never noticed that before. The Valmet and the Deutz have both got like a little tiny thing that comes over the front of the where the lights hang. Yeah, they are different though. The lights are different, but and obviously the Valmet is quite different sculpting, although they are very similar when you look at them. But then actually, I think most tractors have a vague similarity, but these have. This hasn't got like a that goes out into little like it goes out. That's not straight. That one is. Yeah, simple as. Right, so then we've done everything. It's 40,857. Let's have a look at if there's anything that the time-saving stock check says we missed. Pig food's green, but we've only got a little tiny bit of it. Digestate is pretty worthless in as itself. Sugar beets, how much sugar beet have we got? Sugar 17 tons, but July is the best time to sell it, although it's actually too high at the minute. It is. We're actually higher. Yeah, but yeah, well, let's just see how much have we got left to do. 30 odd tons. We'll crack on, I think. I did increase this very slightly, but it is a minute little bit, like a 1 per 1. So let's go through till September morning. I think we've done everything. We didn't roll. We're going to do the stones. Well, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I don't want any excuses. We will use the Big Fen for this because it's the only one really that's in anywhere near the range of that massive brand. So let's get this done quickly. You'll also crush the stones in because, yeah, that is something that does annoy me more than a little. You'd like the steam stones in fields, but sometimes I've got to. You've not always got like a. Now let's shift you out the way as well because you're going to get trampled underfoot by this mighty beast. I may as well leave you on. Yeah, it's a very unique, obviously very stony paths that Cavalier Roy's done. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's open this beast up. Just take a while. With this preponderous beast that we have. Right, let's get cracking. Right, no, I really don't think you need to time-lapse using a brant on a small field like this. I think you'll go up, down, and maybe a little bit in the middle because you're slightly not big enough to do it in just going around the edges. Yeah, it's probably 1.5 minutes max. 2 minutes with turns. And you can sort of like pull deeply away and you will get rounded corners, but it's not too terrible. Yes, I'm a bit shocked about that Courseway crash because it didn't know an implement. So, but I don't know why Courseway was even worrying about an implement because we weren't actually using Courseway. So it goes to show the things that script-based mods do in the background that you're unaware of that can then crash the game, because I didn't realise that. That's one useful thing to have in developer mode on where you can actually just check the error codes. Yeah, which is very, very useful. Yeah, I'm sort of getting almost to the point where I think I'm ready to put my factories in for testing. Yeah, I've got a couple of little jobs to do that I had done when I had I did. Basically, I've had to rip them to pieces again because obviously they were. My model was a silo, which I panicked at some point because it wasn't working, but it was only not working because I hadn't done one silly little thing. But I thought I'd totally stuffed up, so I started from scratch, did it all over again, and basically did all productions. Well, it was better to do it the way that I did it first hand. It was much better because I'd finished the models off and I could like teleport to it and all that type of stuff. Whereas the models I've used now haven't got that function in, so I've now got to like do that for them all again, yeah, and fix it all, and then I'm happy for it to go in for testing. Because I would have been finished now if I hadn't have like. But yeah, I'm still refining it. I'm still not 100% happy. The modelling's, I like it. Oh wow, only just there with the down. Wow, it's a bigger field than you think. Yeah, because you certainly couldn't call the brand small, could you really? Although it's like anything, fields are big even for something this large. Doesn't take, I mean, yeah, if you're on one of the big American farms, which we are, yeah, Frankenmuth, I need time, because it's one of those where you need a long session, so, yeah, I only got like an hour. In fact, where's my work alarm not working? It should have gone off. Oh no, it's 6:58. It's going to go off in 2 minutes. I'll give it a break. The clock on here is slightly wrong. Right, so there we go. Yeah, this is a bit of a beast to... this is canola, so we're going to have to stick it back where the grass field is. And one of the beautiful things about having a grass field is you can hide implements on the edge. I think we can probably sort of just about hide it here. Be a bit of a struggle, I think. Yeah, let's go past here. It's not so bad. It should, if we do it like this, it should actually not be in the way at all for many inputs. Although they do reverse, that's what I say. It's and I've missed a patch just there somehow when we seeded. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let's stick you right against the tree. Ooh. That didn't work out too badly. Yeah, so the grass, I think, it might just be third growth stage at a bit October, but it's always a mistake to cut that late, that one last time, because next year it's 0, and it has to grow all through the... And it's... Yes, it's a Star Wars sound. That 2 minutes went quickly. Right, but I can actually spend a little few more minutes, I think, to go through than that. Yeah, although oh no, we did do time lapses. Yeah, so we probably go through, done everything that we need to do. Let's go through till September morning. Yeah, I like him where we are, as in cash wise. 9 o'clock. Yeah, and obviously we can see not a lot of pig food has been made. It's just realistic. The wasted stuff is going in to make edible pig food, otherwise used to be known as pig's will. Yeah, so it's a convention, really, isn't it? It's not exact, but yeah, fertilised 100%. Brilliant. And this is growing nicely. September. I think this will be ready. Is it October? I think did we have to do it 1 month late? Let's have a look. If it's really dark green, it could be ready in the morning. Let's have a look at the shop. 2 of those. Let's grab the Zunhammer. And then we should just about be able to afford the fence. Fantastic. We should make a couple of grand off this. Should make us... No, I think we'll still need to loan of 5 or 10 grand, but... yeah, we have done well, though, but we are also using just the equipment that we've got. Yeah, I've not actually gone out and bought a fertilizer spread. I mean, it's not a crime if you do. What I mean is I'm actually using the equipment we've got, which I'm quite pleased about that. So that's 40, so we do need to lend a little bit of cash. Yeah, that'll do nicely. It is now that is a very good price. Very, very good price for a 40 metre. So that's quite a large one. It would do us proud, but we've got, yeah, quite a few means. We've got the baler and also that as well. You can use. I've not used that one though, but I'd like to remedy that so I know what to expect, and it might not have quite a bigger hopper as the other one. We use the bigger Quantum. It's a very good idea, very cool. I'm really quite impressed with that. It's got a good pickup, but not a silly one. Yeah, it's not so good that it's daft, because you could really let rip with something like that. It's a bit like the Devour Trees was a little bit like that, really, if we're being honest. Let's get rid of the debt, and we know exactly then how much we've really got. So 56,861. I'd like to go through to harvest, really, if I'm honest. Let's have a look at the time saving stock check. Oh, the sugar's worth an awful lot, but we've still got quite a lot to do. I think we'll just crack on. We may be looking at another high moment. Pig food is going up again. We don't really need it at the minute, as in we're quite happy. So let's go through till the morning. We should do the sales, and if I'm right and it's harvest in the morning, yeah, we need to lease the... we will ask the store to deliver, though, because it is realistic. You'd have to ask them, and we will pay for it. Obviously, we'll do store deliveries so that at least we're paying for the what you would have to pay for, really, if we're being honest. Oh, that Hannibal again. Well, oh, now that is useful. Oh, wow. Got my own Maxima. Amazing. I think we're going to do a bit of wheelie dealing. Let's go the 207. No, let's go for the Hannibal first. So that's 307,701 if we can loan that kind of cash. The bank manager's feeling generous. 307,000. That appears in the sales so frequently. It's uncanny. One day I might actually use it. Yeah, it's true. Definitely yes. It's a very all my life. Cavalier Roy, your shop front's not quite big enough for the big equipment. Not quite. I believe it popped into the had a visit to the garages there, and the garages won just. Is this a cutter? It isn't it? Yeah, I really wouldn't mind having a go at this one time. It looks like it shifts them as well. Or is it a crane? No, it's a... Is it? Oh, it's one of those. I'm not a massive fan of that kind of tree harvester. Yeah, I'm not. Although you've got a... is it that I've not given it a proper chance, perhaps? Maybe. It could be that, really. I suppose it's like anything, isn't it? The Komatsu and me, we're getting used to each other now. Yeah, I was not... It was my... Yeah, I was never into the Komatsu. I did give a few chances. Like, from the sales and stuff. But I'm sort of getting used to it now. Yeah, I've used it on... GM Gaming had the Komatsu, and I used it... we actually had this on Around the World in 80 Days in FS25. And again, it's what I used a lot. So using it a lot is like anything. You get used to the foibles of the machine. So, yeah, in the end, I was quite happy to use it. Fantastic. And I think we might keep these if we've got enough cash. Yeah, I think we'll see what we really own, what we actually profited on with that little thing. It's not going to be too much. But it's going to be more than you think. Wow, actually it is. So I think, like we have done all the way through this, we're going to buy some bits that are going to benefit the farm. That would benefit any farm. It's a beautiful bit of kit. Yeah, we will. So that means we're right where we were, but again, we bought things for the farm, for the future. Because a lot of this... on our present farm we don't really need, although that is a real beaut. We'll come and fetch that, and this trailer, hopefully we'll get one of the backs, or I'm not sure how much the backs are. Yeah, the backs themselves, they often come up in the sales, but it's weird. Obviously sometimes you get the backs come in the sales. I've got backs waiting for the trailer on Calmsden. On this one, we've got the trailer, but we've not got any backs. Yeah, it's one of those things. Right, we should fetch this in the... let's just repair this on camera. And then we're going to check to see if the one thing we were really worried about was... Yeah. So I was a bit unsure whether your mods actually get put into the sales, but they obviously do. The game doesn't care about it. I thought you might need to have it modded, as in like... No, we don't sell it. We want to repair it. Yes. Fantastic. So down 77,325. How are we looking with our fields of... No, the grass is looking remarkably... Yes, we are ready to rock and roll. So we will order... on the middle of the grass field, we'll have the very one that we sold a few minutes ago, the defoliator. We'll order that leased, and we'll also lease what we did last time. Yeah. So, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.